Hello everyone, this is Keita, your best English teacher ever. Today, we are talking about how to read a book 5 times more. I'll share the way I picked books that made my reading time go up by 5. Maybe you tried making reading a habit, but got easily distracted, right? And it was hard to read for a good amount of time. I've experienced that too. But if you know how to pick the right books, your reading time will just naturally get longer. Before I get into that, let me tell you a quick story. I used to struggle to focus on reading for even 20 minutes. But now, on average, I read books for 2 hours a day. Back in my first year of college, I heard successful people read books. So, I decided to make reading a regular thing. I bought books that seemed useful, like the famous 7 Habits and Rich Dad and Poor Dad. But no matter how much I tried, I couldn't stay focused. On good days, I could only manage 20 minutes of reading. A year later, I found a book about choosing the right books, and it shocked me. That was a real reason why I struggle with reading. Once I understood that, I became a different person, focusing on reading. Within a year, I could read for an average of 2 hours a day. So, what on the earth was a trick to picking the right books? Here's the answer. Pick books that help with what you are doing tomorrow. Basically, choose books about the topic you are struggling with or want to get better at. For example, when I wanted to start doing this podcast, I didn't know anything about audio broadcasting. So I grabbed books to learn the basics, like what audio broadcasting is, and how to make scripts. Those books gave me practical tips on writing, recording, and editing. Things I could use right away. It got me excited about reading and applying what I learned. If the books were too abstract, like 7 Habits, or too high level for me, like Rich Dad and Poor Dad, I would have lost interest. So, before you grab a book, figure out what you're handling with, or where you want to improve. It could be anything, for example, losing weight, human relationships, or personal business, whatever. Then, grab a book that gives you the knowledge on how to take action in that area. And just like that, you'll naturally find yourself reading books for longer. Easy, huh? Today, we talked about how to read a book 5 times more and highlighted the idea of picking books that related to you. Maybe like me before, you are not super happy with how much you read. The important thing is choosing the right books. For example, The Courage to be Disliked, a huge hit worldwide. If you have no problem with human relationships or happiness stuff right now, even if it's a bestseller book, it might not be your favorite. But if you are interested in happiness or having work relationship problems, it could be super interesting read. Why? because the book might give you the knowledge that changes your action and might change your real life situations. Again, guys, by grabbing books that link to what you're doing tomorrow, you can easily increase your reading time by 5. This channel delivers life hack in simple English every week. To make sure you don't miss a broadcast, please show your support by liking and following. See you next time.